This one taken just inside the 10. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. From the shotgun, Griffin in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Griffin. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And all the way down to the 42. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 50 yards.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. To throw is RG3. And he will find his man on the outside. His second catch. This one not quite as dynamic as his first. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 37-yard line.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 yards on the play. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Here's Griffin. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
To throw again on 2nd down. Griffin looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the longtime Colt Bob Sanders. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Here's the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On second down now, it's McCoy. McCoy's got the first down and more. Touchdown, Philadelphia. LaShawn McCoy, 53 yards. And the Eagles have taken the early lead.
Sometimes running plays hit or break so fast, there's no reaction time from the secondary. So I've got to give credit to the offensive line for creating that hole so suddenly. And how decisive was he to take that cut and just go? No one downfield there to stop him.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that
pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
To try again after the sack. Griffin, he's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, it's Griffin. Got a man open, it's Darren Waller. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to fourth down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Your Eagles 7, Jets nothing.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on fourth down. Here we go on fourth down with Griffin. And the pressure getting to RG3. He's brought down for the sack. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Brings up second and
on second down. It's McCoy. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
Inside the red zone, and that means don't come away from there with anything less than 3 points, but everyone's thinking about 6. They're trying to get to the end zone. They decide to run a toss. Big people up front being mobile and moving, and a running back trying to follow behind them to find yardage, and that's exactly what he did. This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
They'll throw on first down with Griffin. Under pressure, and down he goes. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Throwing on second and long. Griffin, and that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. 45. Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball.
Out of the gun, Griffin. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down.
Fourth down.
They'll indeed go for it with Griffin. Allen hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they're going to come up empty here on fourth down. And the aggressive play call simply does not work out. You're on your own side of the field here. Punt it, right?
Yeah, I would agree with that. There's a time for analytics and a time for being aggressive, but not with this field position. There's also a time for good old football 101 sense.
Yeah.
Punt it away. Let your defense take over with better field position.
On first down, McCoy. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on fourth down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Cunningham. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Johnson.
And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. And his kick here is good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. There's still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken from about the 12. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
At their own 20-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Final play of the half. It's Griffin. Now look out. Griffin hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. And the Eagles have recovered. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Sebastian Janikowski set to kick off.
So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. Jackson now to return. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, try to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Try to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Yeah, this is going to be an Eagles 1st down as he gets this up past the 30. It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a 1st down.
And an Eagles 1st down.
And they'll keep it on the ground with McCoy. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. If this defense wants to stay in this ball game, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
3rd down and 10 yards.
10th carry now for McCoy. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. He gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told, but they're still looking at a 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
They're going to try and throw. They got a man. It's Woods. And he's got the 1st down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Cunningham looking to throw. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
The line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 45-yard line.
To throw on 2nd down, Cunningham. That's complete to Calvin Johnson. And deep he goes into Jets territory before being taken down. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
1st down, Eagles.
They'll run on 1st down. It's McCoy, and he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's Khalil Mack, the all-pro, in there to get him behind the line. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. They'll go again to McCoy. Open space inside the 10. And all the way down to the 5. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They're going to run this with a tight end. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they lost yardage, and they declined the penalty. There's no logical reasoning to do that.
I'm trying to go through this little Rolodex in this small brain of mine, and I'm coming up with nothing, partner. I've got zip on that one. Take the yardage, right? Take the penalty. I don't get it.
I don't get it either. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
1 at the 9-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Griffin. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
45, 45.
first and 10. It's Griffin looking for his running back, and he's got him. And all the way down to the 29. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's first and 10.
45 to Mike. 45 to Mike. 60. Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. It's our time. It's our time.
Throwing again, Griffin. Escaping the pressure right. Over the middle, complete. It's Johnson. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
45, 45. Mike, 45. Yeah. You don't want none. 45 to Mike. 45 to Mike. Touchdown, defense.
Throwing again on second down. Griffin flushed out right. And that'll be incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Check 45 to Mike. You ain't going nowhere. 45, 45, 45, Mike, 45. You can't.
Third and 2, now Griffin. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They'll try and run for it. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Eagles defense able to hold. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
13.
They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Taken in the end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And boy, having that third timeout would have really helped here.
Yeah, another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
16 yards. And an Eagle first down.
Here's Walker. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. On second down, here's Cunningham. This short throw caught by Goddard. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
To Dallas Goddard. It's a gain of 4, and it's third down.
They tossed to McCoy running left. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to fourth down.
It's now fourth down.
And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
Get him, boy! Get him, boy!
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Here we go!
Now Cunningham. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is caught. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play. So it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles.